Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to J. Kumar Infra Projects Limited Q2 and H1 FY23 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. Before we begin, a brief disclaimer. The presentation which J. Kumar Infra Projects has uploaded on the stock exchange and their website, including the discussion during this call, contains or may contain certain forward-looking statements concerning J. Kumar Infra Projects' business prospects and profitability, which are subject to several risks and uncertainties, and the actual results could materially differ from those in such forward-looking statements. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Kamal Gupta, MD J. Kumar Infra Projects Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sima. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of J. Kumar Infra Projects, I welcome everyone to the Q2 and H1 FY23 earnings conference call of the company. Joining me on this is Madan Biani, CFO, and our IR team. I hope everyone had an opportunity to look at our results. The presentation and press release have been uploaded on the stock exchanges and our company's website. We are excited to deliver another quarter of healthy performance with stable EBITDA margins and debt levels. We are witnessing strong execution momentum across all our projects and are focused to create value for all our stakeholders. We are witnessing pick up in new projects awarding. We have so far received projects to the tune of 1,688 crores in FY23 and are confident of achieving our target order book for this financial year. Further, recently the Income Tax Department conducted search under Section 132 of Income Tax in the normal course of business. We have extended full cooperation and support in the search proceedings to the department under the law, including providing timely and complete information by the company. We are committed for working with the authorities to address any questions they might have and shall continue to provide any further details that might be required. Further, the management is of the view that this will not have any impact on the company's financial position. Well, the company was awarded following orders. One sewage tunnel project of phase 1 from Don Bosco to New Malad from MCGM amounting to 510 crores excluding GST in JV, where J. Kumar's share is 306 crores in Q2 of FY23. We have also been awarded a hospital project, Siddharth Municipal General Hospital at Goregaon West, amounting to 315 crores excluding GST in Q3 of FY23. Coming to the performance highlights of Q2 FY23, the revenue from operations for Q2 FY23 grew by 31% to 1,013 crores as compared to 772 crores in Q2 FY22. The operating margin for Q2 FY23 has gone up by 32% to 146 crores as compared to 110 crores of the preceding year. The EBITDA margin for Q2 stood at 14.4% as compared to 14.3% in Q2 FY22. The PAT for Q2 has gone up by 64% to 68 crores as compared to 41 crores in the preceding year of Q2. The PAT margin for Q2 23 stood at 6.7% as compared to 5.3% in Q2 of the preceding year. Now coming to the performance highlights for H1 FY23, the revenue from operations for H1 FY23 has gone up by 39% to 2,007 crores as compared to 1,447 in H1 of the preceding year. EBITDA for H1 23 has gone up by 38% to 286 crores as compared to 207 crores in the preceding year. EBITDA margin for H1 23 stood at 14.3%. The PAT for H1 23 has gone up by 77% to 129 crores as compared to 73 crores in H1 of FY22. And PAT margin for FY23 stood at 6.5% as compared to 5.1% of H1 of the preceding year 22. The company continued its focus on working capital management and quality of order book. Our order book as on September 30th, 2022 stood at 11,439 crores. The order book includes metro projects contributing around 55%, while flyover, bridges, tunnels and roads contribute to around 33%. We remain optimistic on India's growth amidst the continuing global geopolitical uncertainty. And before taking Q&A, I would like to reiterate the vision of the company. With strong financial and technical merits, we envisage becoming a $1 billion revenue company by FY27. Our endeavor is to reduce gross debt level in medium term. Objective is to continuously improve shareholders' return ratio, ROE and ROC by investing in people, technology and process. Now we are open for Q&A.
Thank you very much, sir. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Thank you. We take the first question from the line of Mr. Alok Devra from Motilal Oswal. Please go ahead.
Sir, good afternoon and congratulations on pretty decent numbers. Sir, just wanted to understand that like we are among the few players who have done a consistent margin performance despite the sharp increase in the input cost. So what's the outlook on the margins now? So when the costs have come down now, will the margins remain in this 14 to 15% range? Just some color on that, sir.
Thank you, Alokji. Yeah, of course, like we have been giving performance consistent margin throughout the years, and this year also and going forward also, whatever our order book is there is with secured 14 to 15% of EBITDA margin, Alokji. So like we are very confident to deliver the similar margins going forward.
Sure. So the
and as you know, like because as you must be aware, like all our price these contracts are covered with price escalation clause, so that any increase or decrease in the commodity prices does not impact on our margins.
Sure. And also, the order book is pretty strong at around 115 billion. So what is the order inflow target now for this financial year? I might have missed out that number if you had given in the opening remark. So just if you could, repeat that number.
So we have given a target guidance of around 4,000 to 5,000 crores of order inflow in this year. Out of this, till now we have already secured around 1,700 crores of projects, 1,688 to be more precise. And we are confident by the year end we'll be able to meet this inflow target of 4,000 to 5,000 crores.
Sure.
And keeping our order book of around 12,000 to 13,000 crores by the year end of March 23.
Sure. And any projects where we have already bid, where the bids are yet to be opened, or any color on that?
Yeah, so we already bidded for around 6,000 crores of projects, which includes NHAI project of Kerala, which is an elevated project of at Kochi. We also bidded for this C1 tender of high speed recently, some days back. So we are awaiting the results, and there are some small projects also of 200-300 crores. So around 6,000 to 6,500 crores are already bidded.
Sure. Just last question. So sir, this you mentioned that the tax rate and it is not impacting the business operations. Any more color you can throw? What is it related to, and any in future if any such implication could be there for that?
So, Alokji, I think this is a routine course of business. And like the same question I asked them, why have you come? So they told you guys are growing too fast. So, I think the companies which are growing, so this is a normal course of business, and I'm sure there will be no impact on companies' growth, operations, or financials on this behalf. So, I don't think there is any issues on this.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side. All the best, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alok.
Thank you very much, sir. We take the next question from the line of Mr. Dhananjay Kumar Mishra from Sunidhi Securities. Please go ahead, sir.
Hello. Sir, congrats on strong set of numbers. Sir, our operating cash flow in first half is down when compared with the last year number. So, are we facing any working capital issue or payment issue due to change in government in Maharashtra, and because 60-70% of our project in Maharashtra? So, and how do you see this?
So I'll take this question, Dhananjay. Yeah, there is a comparatively from H1 last year and H2 the operating cash flow. The main reason for that is a certain increase in trade receivable balances as on 30th September 2022, and we did an exercise like post collection. So substantial amount in the range of around 250 crores or so has been already received in the October month. So this is a particular nature in EPC industry, in the construction industry. So
Mishraji, as Mr. Madan has told you, we have already received 277 crores till last week of Q2 balance. So out of this is already around 300 crores are minus. So trade receivable, but we don't have any stress on the cash flow because of this, Dhananjay. Absolutely not. This is a temporary nature in the construction industry, so there's no issue on this regard.
Okay. And with respect to our bid pipeline, when do you expect these to be awarded? I mean, 6,000 crore of bid pipeline you have. So.
Yeah. So this should be these results should be declared in a month or two, by November and or December for what we have bidded. So the technical process is on. So they should open the bids by November and or December max.
Okay. So next 2-3 months we will have some result in terms of order inflow.
Yeah, absolutely. Because these are the projects what we have already bidded, Mr. Dhananjay. We are also in process of bidding around 70,000 or 75,000 crores of projects in coming 5 months.
Sorry, 70?
We are also in the process of bidding additional projects by March end in all the sectors. We are looking to bid for around 70,000 crores of projects in coming 5-6 months.
70,000, 70.
70.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much. We take the next question from the line of Mr. Mohit Kumar from DAM Capital. Please go ahead, sir.
Sure. So one query on the working capital, if you can spend some time, if you can help us with the loan to subcontractors and bill revenues and mobilization advances in this at the end of H1.
Sorry, Mr. Mohit, can you come again with the question?
Sir, I'm looking for 3 numbers. One is unbilled revenues during the quarter, but by the end of September, and mobilization advance, and third line item, which is loan to subcontractors, which is 25 crore at the end of FY22.
Yeah, Mr. Madan will reply on this.
So the unbilled revenue, as we are speaking, we are at 548 crores as on 30th September 2022. And mobilization advance, we are at 541 crores as on 30th September 2002. And what is the third number you spoke about?
Loan to subcontractors?
Loans to the subcontractors.
Loans to subcontractors.
There is an advance you give to subcontractor, yeah.
Any advances?
You're not seeing it's not a significant number, then forget it, sir.
There's no substantial number on this.
But I can come back to you. I don't.
Understood, sir. Understood, sir. It was 25 crore at the end of FY22. It's not a big number. So my second question is, of course, on the debt number you spoke about, reducing the debt as you go forward. What is the number you're looking for at the end of FY23? Can you give some trajectory, some commentary around that? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see, we have reduced our debt by 23 crores in this quarter, and going forward, we look to be within 500 crores by March end.
Okay. And we can expect this number will not grow as we increase our revenue or we touch our target of $1 billion by FY27. Is that a fair assumption?
Increase by?
No. I'm saying that as we grow our revenue, can you expect this number to be a similar level? Or do you think
at a similar number, similar level, Mr. Mohit. Absolutely similar level.
So lastly on
Yeah.
Lastly, on this bidding opportunity, of course, we have bid for 6,000 crore, but are there any other large tender which you think is the opportunity available over next 18 to 24, next 12 months for us, large ticket tenders? I believe that there's a lot of metro tenders over now, so that's the reason I'm asking. Yeah.
Correct, sir. As rightly told by you, there are a lot of opportunities coming, and as I spoke before also, we are looking to bid for around 70 to 75,000 crores of projects in coming 6 to 9 months going forward. So, of course, our focus areas again are metros. Like we look to bid for a lot of metro projects, elevated and underground. Sewage, water, and tunnel projects are also a focus area. Flyovers, roads, building, hospitals. So, these are the focus areas we'll be bidding in the coming future. So as told by you, Maharashtra itself has announced around 4 lakh crores of projects in the coming 2 to 3 years. So there are lot of inflow all over the states in India. It's not only Maharashtra. Of course, Maharashtra is our focus area since we're based out of here. So we'll try to tap a lot of work here itself. But we are also focusing on other states like Chennai Metro for NCR region, like a lot of projects are coming in medical as well as sewage, water, flyover bridges. Mumbai, you are aware, a lot of metro lines are added already. The DPR is on. You must be reading the paper. And a lot of tunnel projects are coming in Mumbai itself. Or the GMLR tunnel, what we'll be quoting, last time also we spoke about this, Goregaon Link Road. There are some coastal road projects coming up, like Virar, Varsua to Virar is under pipeline, and this Virar to Alibag corridor, multimodal corridor is in progress. Extension of MTHL to Chennai will be there. So, a lot of projects are in pipeline, Mr. Mohit. So there won't be any dearth of inflows, I hope, for everybody.
Understood, sir. Thank you and best luck, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And as you are aware, we have augmented ourselves and with a healthy balance sheet and in-house execution capability, we are fully prepared to tap on this opportunity.
Understood, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. We take the next question from the line of Jiten Rushi from Axis Capital. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Thank you for taking my question. So I want to understand on the tender pipeline. So there were last tenders announced from the Mumbai Municipal Corporation for the road projects. So these are large ticket projects for the improvement and strengthening of roads. So what is the status on these tenders? Because the tenders valued over 6,000 crores in total.
Yeah. So you are asking my view on bidding?
These projects were announced in August, almost 2-3 months. So whether the bidding has completed or just still getting postponed, or how obviously we'll participate.
Yeah, bidding is not done there yet, and we may or may not quote on that. So we are not sure whether we'll be quoting on that project.
Okay. This is basically, but any reason behind, or it's just because it's not a state project, that is why, or how it is like? No,
it's not. So that project probably in an island city, it's a combination of number of roads, if it is 1,000 or 1,500 crores, there'll be more than 30, 40 roads in some of the packages. The small batches. So that's why we are in doubt to quote or not.
Okay. So this being our stronghold, Mumbai, so
it would have been a continuous stretch. It's much easier to control the project.
Got it. And sir, on the various other road, the metro projects, so can you just highlight the completion status, like for the Mumbai Metro Line 3, what is the pending Line 7 and other 2B, 6?
Absolutely, Mr. Jiten. So as you must be aware, we have already part opening of Line 2 and 7 is already done in April, which is an operational 2 and 7. And we further expect Line 2 and 7 to be fully operational by Jan 23, in another 3 months. Okay, so this is the elevated metro. And coming to the underground metro Line 3, so they have divided it into 2 phases. The first phase is from Ships to BKC, and 87% of this work is completed. Tunneling work is fully completed. Station works are undergoing. Electrification, track lowering work by respective contractors are going on simultaneously. And we believe MMRC should be looking to open this line by December 23, the first phase.
Okay.
And June 24 by the second phase. Yeah.
And sir, on the road to the Dwarka and the Dwarka Expressway, so we should be completing this in March, possibly by March?
Dwarka Expressway, as of now, 63% of the work is completed and work is going on in full swing. And we expect, part of the project to be open by around May 23. The package 2 will be done, and package 1, some work will be going on. We have got some additional work also in that. So the entire Dwarka Express will be completed by November 23.
And sir, on the pipeline, as you said, 75,000 crore of odd pipeline, which you should be participating. So can you break down?
Jiten, you are not audible properly. Can you speak?
Can you hear me now? You said that there is a pipeline of around 75,000 crore of projects which you are likely to participate in the coming months. So can you highlight, so what is from NHAI road segment and on the metro break or on the flyover segment? Can you break it up into the size in terms of value?
I cannot give you this breakup in terms of department wise, but I have told you what are the big projects coming in pipeline.
Yeah,
so if you want, I have to work out which departments work. But then
if you can provide later, it would be really helpful. So we want to understand what is the pipeline coming from each different segment. That would be really helpful. And sir, last thing on the sorry sir, you're saying something.
Yes, segment wise, we are planning to bid up for around 25,000 crores of project, 22-25,000 in metro elevated underground. Sewage water, we are planning to bid for around 4,000 crores of projects. Flyover bridges will be around 40,000 crores of projects, and building hospital for around 3,000 to 4,000 crores of projects.
Okay. So this sewage project, sir, I know we have done some projects in the past, but if you're talking about the large size projects, so these projects we are independently qualified or we shall be bidding in joint ventures?
So we do at some places, and some places we don't, so we go for joint ventures. And recently we have bagged 500 crores project, as you are aware, of sewage tunnel, as I told you in my opening remark. So that is in JV, where our share was 306 crores. So where we don't qualify, we go for JV.
Good for JV. So and the last thing on the capex. So what is the capex you have done in first half, and what is the additional capex you expected to do in FY23 and 24, sir?
So we have done around 20-22 crores capex, and we expect to be around 90 to 100 crores of capex in the whole year. This is what guidance also we had given. So these are all maintenance capex, a routine maintenance capex.
And for next year, any?
Of course, we have ordered one TBM. So that will come into this. For our Delhi project, we ordered one TBM.
Project. That will be 50-60 crore. No? This will be major one, right?
Yeah. So that will be around 60 crores. You are right.
And sir, just last thing. Obviously, the business is doing good. And we had last met at your office, so we were discussing that future pipeline. So the roadmap seems to be clear. But sir, any changes from that roadmap we see in terms of deviation, in terms of revenue margin, or any deviation in other segments? Any change in the thought process as of now?
So Jiten, like, as I told, this is a golden period for India infrastructure industry. So coming 7 to 10 years, there will be huge inflow. Of course, commodity prices can go up and down, but like you'll appreciate, all our contracts are covered with price escalation clause. So we don't see any risk in terms of this. The company is having in-house execution capability with a financially disciplined setup, like, are the best opportunity for this company. So I don't see any risk going forward.
Okay, sir. That's all from my side, and thank you and all the best, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiten.
Thank you, sir. We take the next question from the line of Mr. Parvez Qazi from Edelweiss Securities. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Hi, Kamalji. Good afternoon, and thanks for taking my question. Congrats for a good set of numbers. So couple of questions from my side. First, I mean, you mentioned the status of line 2, 7, and 3. Would be great if you could also tell us about the status of work on the other metro projects that we are doing in Mumbai and elsewhere.
Okay. So line 2B is started, like around 18 to 20% work is completed in line 2B. Line 6, which is from Andheri West to Powai, is 64% completed. The Pune Metro, what we are doing, 80% of the work is completed in that. And like, SCLR, what we are doing is around 75% work is completed in that section. And line 9 also is, the work is in full swing.
Okay. In terms of, order intake, I mean, obviously you said that we will look at maybe about 4,000 to 5,000 crore this year. I mean, to achieve, let's say, about 7,000 odd crore of revenues or $1 billion revenues over next 3 to 5 years, we will probably need to have an order book which is almost double the size of what it is currently. So how, I mean, which segments and which geographies will we target to achieve that kind of?
Yeah, so it's not very difficult, Parvez, if you see. Like, as we have already told, like, we want to be $1 billion revenue company by FY27 with an order book of around 20,000 crores. Okay. So right now we have order book of around 11,500. As I told you, by year end we are looking for around 12 to 13,000 crores of order book as on 30th March. The segments, the states what we are already working are like, NCR, New Delhi, UP work is getting completed. Maharashtra, of course, is like around 65% of our order book and revenue, and Gujarat, we are working in Ahmedabad and Surat. So these are the states right now we are working. So we foresee a lot of project inflow in this state itself. But apart from these states, we are also ensuring, as I told you, we are looking for some work in South. We are already quoted for a project in Kochi of around 2,000 crores. We are already we are planning to bid for projects of Chennai Metro. So like, state-wise also we are expanding, and like department-wise also we are expanding. Like, we have taken this work of around 1,200 crores from IRCON recently of this tunnel from Vadodara to Mumbai. This Surat Metro was again a new client. So, we are venturing in new states as well as new verticals as well as new clients. So we foresee like it's a very comfortable achievement, like, once $1 billion revenue company by 27. I don't see any issues in that.
Sure. And just 2 more questions. One, what is the status? When can we expect work to start on the CIDCO Coastal Road project? And the second is same thing for the IRCON project.
So for the IRCON project, the work is already started. Okay. We already mobilized there. The setup is already, and we already started the excavation and all is already on. So we should get the appointed date in coming week, probably. Okay. So the work we have already started there. CIDCO Coastal project, the work offsite is already started of casting yard, development designs and investigation. That is on, but we are still awaiting for the permission from the forest department and the mangroves department, and we expect it, these permissions in a month's time. So on site or in the river, the work will be started after December only. So by Jan it should start.
Sure. That's it from my side, and all the best for future.
Thank you, Parvez.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all the participants in the conference, please limit your question to 3 per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, we request you to rejoin the queue. We take the next question from the line of Panjul Agarwal from Green Portfolio. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. I wanted to ask that how much of the current order book are we expecting to be executed in financial year 23 and 24?
Yeah. So, hi, Manju. As we have told you, we have given a guidance of 4,000 crores for FY23 initially, but we have already achieved 2,000 crores in H1. So, we expect like our order revenue to be in the range of around 4,000 to 4,200 crores by the end of FY23. And we are looking for a 15% growth for FY24. So, if you see like, 2,000 and around 6,500 to 7,000 crores by in the coming 1.5 years will be executed from the order book.
Okay. So can you give me a segment-wise average duration of the project? Like for metro, how much is the duration that we require to complete a metro project? Similarly for flyover, civil and water projects.
So the gestation period usually is around 3 years, Panju. Like, some of the projects are like for 4.5, 5 years also, the bigger projects of underground metros. And some of the projects are like for 2 to 2.5, 3 years. So we consider around 3.5 years as the average gestation period for the project.
Okay. So and can you also give me an expected margins from individual segments? So
we don't quote any projects below 14 to 15% of EBITDA margin. And if you must have seen, we are able to maintain this before also. So all of our projects right now, which are secured also with 14 to 15% of EBITDA margin. And going forward also, whatever we will be bidding with a similar 14 to 15% of EBITDA margin.
Okay, so there is no individual bifurcation, like for metro the margin is higher, or for civil projects the margin is lower. There's nothing like that. We maintain an average margin.
Yeah, average margin. That's true.
All right, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Parikshit Kandapal from HDFC Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi, Kamalji. Congratulations on a good quarter, sir.
Thank you, Parikshit.
So my question is on the bid pipeline. So you said that 75,000 crores is a bid pipeline, and you're looking to book 4,000 to 5,000 crores of orders in this financial year. So roughly another 2,500 to 3,000 crores of order, which translates to just about 4% of the overall bid-win ratio. So just failing to understand why we have the bid pipeline is so big, but we are guiding very less in terms of order inflows.
So Parikshit, as you know, we are a very conservative organization. We always believe in surpassing our guidance. So it's our action should speak more than the words, So let's see what we can take, but we are bidding for this big pipeline, no doubt. Okay. So we expect the results to be much better. That's true.
And sir, especially in the MMR region, which is your core region, large part of order book resides in MMR. So how do you see the key projects, if you can highlight in the bid pipeline, some of the large projects which could come up for bidding between now and March of 23?
Now in March, of course, the GMLR tunnel is in final stage, which is costing around 3,500 plus crores. And this will be there, which will come up. And there are some more projects, there's a reverse Karanja Creek Bridge of around 9,000 crores. It will be they are coming up with this Pune Ring Road costing around 25,000 crores. There will be there are some elevated flower projects, extension of this Eastern Freeway from Ghatkopar to Thane. There will be this coastal road near Godbandar. which should be around 1,200 crores. This 2,000 crores of this elevated project from Ghatkopar to Thane. In Thane, there are like 2-3 elevated projects costing 1,100, 500 crores. So there's this Kalyan Ring Road which is coming up, which will be costing around 1,000 crores plus, 2 packages. The extension of MTHL, which will be around again 1,500 crores into packages from MTHL to Chennai. And there are a lot of metro projects which are in DPR stage of MMR region. So that will come up. Of course, CIDCO is also planning to have an extension of the metro. So that will come up. And one other project is like Borivali to Thane tunnel project. So that is also the DPR stage is on. So, this should come up in another 9 months to 12 months, everything, what I'm speaking, Parikshit. So maybe something will come before March, something after March. So, there are a lot of projects. HSR projects are, of course, there. We have bidded for one and another 2 packages are in pipeline, elevated and underground. So we'll be quoting for that also. Chennai Metro will be quoting, that is coming up. DMRC, some projects are coming. So there are huge projects which are in pipeline. So something will come before March, something after March.
Okay. Because, you've been taking a large part of at least the Mumbai projects, infrastructure projects, and you have outlined so many projects coming up. So, clearly you could surpass your guidance on order inflow, is what I can make. So, you may be guiding a little conservatively here. So, in terms of overall borrowing costs, so where does the borrowing cost stand now after the hike? So, also if you can touch upon fund-based and non-fund-based limits, what are they currently in the utilization?
So, borrowing cost right now is around 9 to 10%, Parikshit. And you want to know what is the fund-based limits and the
utilization. Yeah, fund and non-fund-based and utilization.
Okay. So, our sanction limits are like around 3,800 crores, fund-based and non-fund-based both. Non-fund-based is around 3,200, that is fund-based. And utilization is around 2,800 crores out of 3,800 crores, wherein non-fund based is around 2,390 crores of this. And that is fund.
Yes, sir. 460. Okay, so total is 2,800 utilization.
Yeah.
There is enough headroom there also. Okay, fine. So, but the change in the political situation in Maharashtra, so do you think now some of the project infrastructure, more of infra projects will come in and it will be easier to work now? Projects will get streamlined, or there is no change in the ground?
So, of course, there is a positive uptick because, if the government is same in center and state, the approvals are much faster, whether it's finance approval or other approvals of environmental and all. So, the growth should be much faster. No doubt.
And just in the building segment, sir, so how's the bid pipeline? Because you spoke about a lot of road projects and key infrastructure projects and flyovers. So especially in the building segment, how do you see the pipeline or the order pipeline? If you can just highlight some projects there or the bid pipeline there.
So if we already bagged a hospital project in Q3, and we have already completed 800 crore project in Rajasthan, 2 building projects in Lucknow. So we are already focusing on some projects. We have bidded for one project, but we could not get that. That was a Badala 900,000 crore project. So of course there are more projects in pipeline of whether it's medical college or depots or administrative buildings and hospitals. So we are looking forward to bid that also.
Okay. Sure, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you so much, Parikshit.
Thank you very much. We take the next question from the line of Mr. Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Congratulations on a good set of numbers. Most of the questions has been answered. Before asking the question, just a request, sir. Whenever we announce any project win or order win on the exchanges, please mention the without GST number also. If you want to add the with GST number, this is the value. But at least without GST, if you can provide, then it would be great, because last time in the October it took at least 5 to 6 hours to get that value. So that's the one request. Second,
sure, we'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Second, first I need the retention money value because that is left.
Okay. One sec.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Retention money, you mean receivable or what?
Yeah. Receivable. So in last June we said 220 odd crore was the retention money.
It is 225 crores as of 30th September.
Okay, 225 crore. And the breakup of the cash in terms of the FDR and
approximately. You want the FDR? Breakup of what? FDR?
Cash.
FDR, we are at 423 crores as of 30th September.
Okay. And sir, this 6,500 crore order that we have bidded, you said that the NHA Kerala project is around 2,000 odd crore, and this bullet train tender, that would be how much?
So this is like, this project, what we are saying is like it's a lump sum project. So we don't have exact figures, but this will be around 4,000 crores also.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get, so this 6,500 crore projects that we have bidded, so this only two project is part of that. So any other project?
There are some more that are smaller projects, like we have bidded for a depot project in Bangalore.
Okay.
That is around 270. That project is there, and plus one ROB at Sanpada. So all this put together is around 6,500 crores.
Okay. Got it. Sir, capex in the cash flow for the first half, it already showing a 90 odd crore, and we said that for the full year we will be doing a 90 to 100 odd crore. So is that the advances that we have already paid, and that's why in the cash flow it is there? So in the second half we will not be having any cash outflow on the capex front.
No. So H1 the figure is not 90, my dear. H1 figure is what? 52 crores. Shravan.
Okay.
H1 figure is 52 crores.
Okay.
You have to take WIP also together. So that stage, I think the WIP we have already paid last time, capital WIP. So that is only 52 crores.
Yeah, no, because in cash flow it is showing 90.225 crore. So that's what I asked. No issues.
It is a payment. In cash flow, you always see the payment.
So that's what I asked, that we would have made the advance payment for the capex, and that's why the outflow on the capex front in terms of the cash outflow in the second half will not be there because we have already done the 90 crore cash outflow, and we are guiding a 90 to 100 crore capex for the full year.
We'll have a check on that, Shravan, and we'll come back to you.
Okay. No issues. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone phone. We take the next question from the line of Mr. Vipul Shah from Sumangal Investments. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, sir. Congratulations for good set of numbers. My question is, what is the schedule of implementation of our order book of around 11,500 crores?
Yes, Mr. Vipul. So this, as I told you, it's 11,500 crores will be around 3 years.
Around 3 years. Okay. So it will be implemented equally, or it will be implementation will be front loaded?
No. This is not equally, because the projects which are in full swing, the revenue will come much faster, and like projects which are just started or will be starting, the revenue will start slowly and go up. Plus, there will be some additional inflow of projects, so that will add to the revenue.
Okay, and sir, you talked about building of 70 to 75,000 crores of projects. Correct. So, means does our balance sheet permit bidding such high-value projects? So please share your thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Vipul. Like, we can bid for 1 lakh plus crore projects also, or 2 lakh projects. That's not a issue. So, like, it depends. They have two qualification criteria. So one is like, technical and one is financial. So we fit in both the places where the project size will be much bigger or the technical requirements will be different than what we have. We go for JVs. So there's no stress in bidding. We have a very healthy balance sheet with strong credentials. So, like, we fully qualify for most of the projects.
Okay, sir. All the best for the future.
Thank you, Vipul.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for the day. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Well, I would like to thank once again to all of you for joining us on this call today. We hope we have been able to answer your queries. Please feel free to reach out our CFO or IR team for any clarifications or feedback. Thank you all.
Thank you. On behalf of J. Kumar Infra Projects Limited, that concludes this conference call. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.